Hola amigos, ¿qué tal? Stuart here from Spain Speaks with an update video. Have a bit of a chat about what has been happening in Spain over the last few days or so, and let's be honest, lots of things happening. Now, as you can see, I have the coast behind me. That means that I'm not in Spain at the moment. People that have been watching these videos for a long time will know exactly where I am, but I'm on my summer vacation. Well, not really a vacation because I don't take holidays because I put these videos out basically when I am here in Portugal, but getting a bit of a break from Spain and the hot weather. And the weather today in this part of Portugal, around 20 degrees Celsius, I think is going to be the max. And it's a bit of a shock when you come from Spain, which has been in the mid to high 30s for the last week or so, to hit these 20-degree temperatures. A bit chilly, I must say. But I'm going to be honest, I prefer cooler summer temperatures, but hey, that's just me. So, what's been happening in Spain over the last couple of days or so? Some of the big stories that have been dominating the press. Well, as you know, it's all about football. Spain's victory the other day in the Euro 2024 Championship, a 2-1 victory over England, and of course the celebrations that followed, huge celebrations. But as with everything in Spain, there was controversy surrounding these celebrations. As I mentioned in yesterday's live stream, when the Spanish national team got back to Madrid, they went through the streets of the city on one of those buses, I think, one of those double-decker buses, and of course that route finished in a place called Cibeles, which is bang smack in the middle of Madrid, and that's when the festivities began. And of course they were singing, dancing, having fun, and then somebody, the captain, I think it was, Alvaro Morata, came up with the idea to say that Gibraltar belongs to Spain, and he started a chant. And if you're not familiar with this chant, I'll play a little bit of it for you now.
Es español, Gibraltar es español, Gibraltar es español.
And this is one of those things that pops up every now and again during these nationalistic celebrations, like for example when Spain wins an important football game. And you'll also hear this chant at political rallies in Spain when certain political parties, for example right-wing political parties, are trying to stir up feelings amongst the Spanish population when it comes to Gibraltar. Because as we know, for some people in Spain, Gibraltar is Spanish and they want that piece of territory back. And of course, as a result of this singing, as a result of this chant, Gibraltar is Spanish, the people of Gibraltar, or at least the government of Gibraltar, is not happy. And this story has even made the BBC today. As we can see, players from Spain's winning men's Euro 2024 football team have led crowds in chants of Gibraltar is Spanish at their victory celebrations in the Madrid capital. Midfielder Rodri, who also plays for English club Manchester City, was among those chanting. Gibraltar's Football Association made an official complaint about the celebrations to European football body UEFA, describing them as extremely provocative and insulting. So there we go, extremely provocative and insulting according to the complaint coming out of Gibraltar. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Is it insulting or not for the Spanish national football team to be chanting this type of thing at an official event like the one the other day? And of course, as we saw, the BBC pointing out that one of the players, one of the Spanish players involved in this chanting, plays for Man City, and Rodri is his name. What type of reception will Rodri get when he gets back to the Premier League when the season starts again? I don't know. But that wasn't the only controversy to come out of those celebrations in Madrid the other day, because earlier in the day, when the team arrived and went to meet Spanish Prime Minister Pedro Sánchez, one of the players, one of the most important players in that team, a person called Carvajal, who plays for Real Madrid, snubbed Prime Minister Pedro Sánchez, and some people weren't happy about that. I don't know exactly what happened here, but apparently when Mr. Carvajal went up to Pedro Sánchez to accept some type of award or something like that, or for Mr. Sánchez to congratulate Mr. Carvajal, he didn't look him in the eye, and he seemed to snub him. And some people are saying that it shows Carvajal's political leanings, because maybe that football player is not happy with the way Mr. Sanchez is running Spain. Don't know, but that's what some people are saying. And he did not want to be seen all happy and joyful when meeting the Spanish Prime Minister, who, as we know, has done some controversial things over the last 4 or 5 years. Controversial for some, normal for others, in Spain of course. But anyway, it just goes to show how easy things get politicized in Spain and how quickly things can get out of control, and you have to be careful what you say and do in public nowadays. Now, another important event took place at the weekend, an important tennis tournament, of course, Wimbledon, and a Spanish man won the men's singles final for the second time in a row. I think Carlos Alcaraz from the Murcia region here in Spain, victorious over Djokovic, and let's be honest, this victory has flown under the radar, I think internationally and also here in Spain, because of the football final held on the same day. I think a lot of people watched the final, of course, but Alcaraz's victory quickly overshadowed by the Spanish national team's victory in that final in Berlin. So congratulations, Mr. Alcaraz, on that victory in that final, and let's see if he can go on to be another Spanish tennis great, like, for example, Rafa Nadal. Time will tell. Now, another piece of news that has broken over the last day or so, and a sad piece of news, and it is that the young British man who disappeared on the island of Tenerife around 25 days ago, I think, maybe a little bit longer, maybe not that long ago, not quite sure. His body has been found by the Spanish Guardia Civil, so unfortunate news for that family, and just goes to show how easy it is to get into trouble in places that you don't know. Apparently he fell off a cliff or something like that, not sure exactly what happened, and his body was badly damaged as a result, and of course losing his life as a result of that fall. Now, not sure exactly what's going on with this investigation, whether there is anything suspicious behind it or whether it was an accident, not quite sure, but I'll keep an eye on the press and see what pans out as far as this case is concerned. But again, sad news for the family of this gentleman who disappeared and has been found dead on the island of Tenerife, unfortunately. Now, this is a new development that's going up here in Peniche, Portugal. As you can see, this company here, NIS, is building this area here. The views would be fantastic, I'll tell you that. But let's go and see how the progress is going. Now, this construction work here has been going on for about 6 months now, I think. Started around Christmas time or just after the new year, and as we can see, nothing really established yet. They've done a little bit of work here, but not much more. So not sure when these properties are going to be ready, but they're going to be luxury properties here overlooking the Atlantic coast in Peniche, Portugal. And the final thing I'll talk about today is the weather in Spain. The first heat wave of the summer is about to arrive today, I think, in many parts of the country. The typical areas of the country that get the hot weather, for example, the center of Spain, also in Andalusia, Seville, I think it's going to be very, very hot. I think also in the Balearic Islands, it's going to be hot too. So the first heat wave of the summer about to hit. And funny this year, because I think this time last year, we had already had 2 or 3 heat waves in Spain, but not the case this year. A cooler summer so far, abnormal summer temperatures, but the hot weather is going to arrive, and today is the day, so get ready. On that note, I'm going to wrap the video up. Questions and comments, please leave them in the section below. If you have anything to add to the conversation today, the comment section is the place for you. Give the video a thumbs up if you liked it, thumbs down if you didn't. I'll see you in the next one. Hasta luego.